swing. We are just leaving Hamble now. Boat's looking clean and tidy. Pulling out of the river.
'Bare necessities on the day before the Fastnet. We have just come out of Lymington, where we've just got some fuel, some water. We're just connecting up some sails and then go for a little training out here, make some notes on where we want to come out of the Solent tomorrow. Anything to say, Bruce? You're always so good with words.
Hi Oriel. Well, it's a sunny day and the forecast is looking relatively promising. It actually almost looks like it might be pleasant, but we shall wait to see what turns up rather than making any assumptions.
Nice little delivery trip all the way down to the start, one new forestay, and yeah, not a lot of wind but quite a lot of boat speed, 9 knots, nice.
"6:30, made it to Cowes."
So here we are on Friday before the start of the Fastnet, moored up at the Folly with our new Dazcats flag flying and new Rolex Fastnet flag flying, and we've moved over to this pontoon because we've got electricity and the rest of the multi-hulls are out behind us.
Keep going, keep going.
Look after the ancient dreamers, Elliot.
I'll try my best. Why are you referring to me in that as well?
Morning, Will. How are you doing?
Too bad.
Yep, this is your first Fastnet race. Tell me how you're feeling at this moment in time.
Not too bad. I think as we come up through Cowes, I think we're going to get a bit more nervous to see the sheer amount of boats. But other than that, I'm looking forward to it. Quite excited, buzzing.
And Beth?
Hello.
Hi, your first Fastnet as well. Yeah, how are you feeling?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Also slightly nervous, but yeah, should be good.
Excellent. Yep. Feel well prepared?
I think so.
Great.
Yeah.
Yep, we've got a brilliant crew on board Hissy Fit. We have, of course, Simon Biffa Baker, Adam, who we did the Fastnet with in 2019, and Greg from Sulabasana, ex-Apollo. So we'll see you all out there. Monohull's start is later than ours, so many of them are still moored up here. You can see it's like a forest of masts, big mast that we're just about to pass. And there is Dazzle.
Okay, so this is us setting up the new storm jib. Thank you very much, Andy from High Water. That is looking good. Oh yes, that's a lot of sail.
So this is the view from Bare Necessities. 15 minutes pre-start for the 2025 Fastnet. We are just lining up with TS's Morpheus, dodging eye-mockers. We've been having a discussion on board this morning about where to go on the line, which tack we want to start with. I think we've concluded on a tactic. We've got the code 0 up. Going to push the boat a little bit off the line. So yeah. Bruce, would you like to say anything to Oriel?
No, I'm busy.
Copy that.
What do we anticipate?
Who knows? It's the wind's. Oh, is it lunchtime already?
I think so. That's alright.
Well, we've got. What have we got? 9 knots of wind. The breeze is allowing everybody to sail straight down the course, but you're into the tide.
What are the currents doing at this point?
Well, they're still there, but they're softening. We've got about an hour and a half of tide against us, so we've got to deal with that. I mean, there's possibly even more breeze in that middle zone as well. Yeah, but it looks a bit softer than the island shore.
4 minutes to the start on Dazzle. Yeah, we don't want to accelerate too much, let's keep it nice and straight, and we're sort about going fast in a minute. How are we doing on distance to the line?
30 seconds. Yeah, latitude's just dancing down the line, so we're bang on course for the line. Let's just go full speed.
Wind her up! Okay, traveller up. Nice line, nothing you can't see. Is that fast rotation up?
Competitors in the Rolex Fastnet Race fleet. This is Ocean
1. It's minor swing, just crossing bare necessities after the start. We are 18 minutes in. It's taken them this long to catch us. So we are 18 minutes after the start. IMOCA's just starting to catch up, sail through the multis. Dazzle and Swenos down here. And we've got, by the looks of things, Arkea leading the IMOCA's out of the Solent. Rest of the fleet still stacked up down in Cows.
Wind has picked up to about 20 knots and our current boat speed is about 9 knots through the water and 10 knots over the ground. We're about to cross with Uno and Slinky again. Hissy's just crossed in front of us. And yeah,
15 knots up.
So this is bare necessities. We are about 3 hours in. Just going out the Needles Channel now. Had quite a fun time coming out of Hurst, and we're just blasting through the last little bits of chop at the top of the shingles. So it's getting a little bit lively. Yoo-hoo! We think we could see a Dazcat coming up the North Needles Channel, but we're not sure which one it was. Anything you want to say to Oriel, Bruce?
No. Just the links opens.
We've got currently 3:45 on the 26th. So day one still. So we've got Uno off to our side here. Slinky just over our shoulder. And yeah, we're making good ground. We've got Hissy and Morpheus just ahead of us. Carry on doing what we're doing. Yeah, starting to pick up some boat speed. So we've got about 18 knots of wind. We're currently doing 8.5 through the water at a true wind angle of about 50 degrees. So
Dinner number one on Hissy Fit is barbecue chicken and fried rice.
right on.
Yeah. Go Hissy Fit. So it's the first night on board Hissy Fit on the Fastnet Race. We think we're doing pretty well. There we are, just there. Right, next to us is Uno with James Holder and Matt Baker on board. Just having a little look around to see who else is nearby. We've got speed over ground 9.7. See if I can find some Dazcats. There's Dazzle. Speed over ground 9.10, so they're doing about the same as us. Doing very well. Their necessities, yay! They're going a little bit slower. So we've been sailing for about 11 hours now, and we are doing really quite well. We're not far at all off start point. 11.3 miles off start point, so we're quite happy with our progress. First light on Sunday the 27th. We've been match racing pretty much all night with Uno, who you can see just right there, and Adamas, which we've kept just behind us. You can just see their green light all night. So we've all been pretty much same headings, same speeds. Couple of monohulls up ahead. Solo Sailor still with us. We are fast approaching our next waypoint. Hissy Fit is doing well.
Good morning. So just working up on day 2. It's currently 6 a.m. Had a bit of a tricky night overnight with a bit of sea swell and stuff killing our speed. So we've got Uno and Hissy Fit about 11-12 miles ahead, I think.
It's all hardship on board Hissy Fit.
Breakfast in bed.
Breakfast in bed. How is it, Greg?
It's yummy. Yeah, one of Oriel's masterpieces.
Hi, Will. How's your breakfast?
Pretty good, thank you.
Excellent.
And then, I don't know if you can see, but that's Dazzle just behind us, probably 400 metres behind, so it's tight.
24 hours in to the Fastnet. We're going fairly hard on the wind, which has come back to the west rather than the northwest, and it's dropped a bit, so we've got the J0 up. We've logged 144 miles since the start. A few boats around us still, all taking this bit of a knock due to the westerly. Over there somewhere is the Lizard, about 20 miles away, and it's not too bad weather today so far. We had a bit of a slow run yesterday. The other boats got away from us a bit, as it's right in that awkward wind range for us where it was not really powered up under the jib and a bit too much for the J0. So yeah, we either need more or less, not that bit in the middle.
It's a sunny Sunday afternoon here on Bare Necessities, which is day 2 of the Rolex Fastnet Race, and we are approaching the Scilly TSS, and so we're in decision time now, because all of our routing, so 6 routing models of all the best, most expensive weather information that paupers like us can afford, suggests that we should do the unknown and go south of the Scillies, i.e. the normal Baker Brothers route. But as for reasons best known to the Baker Brothers, both of them have gone between the TSS and the island. So we are now in mid-fleet covering both options, so that we can either hang a right and go up following the rum line, or we can do this new brave unknown sail out past Wolf Rock. So we'll know that fairly soon. Rupert and Swenyos are trucking along just in front of us. You and the rest of the Dazcat pack have just turned into the TSS, or are about to turn into TSS. Well, in fact, no, you're well in front of them, but they're all following you up there. And ET is, we think, somewhere off the Lizard, maybe. But anyway, all going superly well. We've all slept, which is very nice on day 1. Pete hasn't broken too much.
I haven't broken anything on my salad pets.
Danny, all good? Brendan, all good? Pete, all good? So, yep, we'll speak to you later.
Time Sunday on board Hissy Fit.
The winds on all those models had more wind over here. Do you believe any of it? That's the question. Usually not.
So out on deck. Hello, Will.
Hello.
Doing some adjustments.
Yeah.
Adamas over there has been with us for a ridiculously long amount of time.
Far too adhesive.
Yes. I thought we'd lost them earlier, but still there they are. Sunday mid-afternoon, and looking for an update.
Just having a quick cup of tea. Yeah, I was just looking at the routing, seeing where we're going, but the sun's come out, so doing a bit of charging here, 30 amps going in. Need to get that topped up before the end of the day. Scilly's just through the window here.
So how's the last 24 hours been?
It's not been bad actually. We got down here, so yeah, we're just about 24 hours in, just at the Scillies. We're hoping to do it in a day, so roughly on schedule, and we're trying to decide how to get over to Ireland.
Okay, what are the options there? What are we looking at?
Left a bit, right a bit, or down the middle, really.
Okay. Sunday afternoon on board Dazcat 495 Hissy Fit. So lovely outside. Our watch pattern's gone a bit haywire. How are you doing, Beth?
Good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, really enjoying every minute of it at the moment. Yeah, Adam's on watch at the moment, and I'll be going up next. We just had a really nice salad for lunch, late lunch.
Will, young Will over here, rejected the salad. I thought he was a well-balanced young man until that moment, but luckily we've got his all-time favourite little bit left over from last night, which he's indulging in. So how's it been for you so far, Will?
It's been pretty good. Been really enjoying it so far. We've had a tough sort of exit probably from the channel, I think. Winds up and down all over the place. The wind took so long yesterday to switch around to the north. So we were battling a southerly until about Portland. Then after then it switched, but then it was still quite shifty and all over the place. couple of head sail changes and up and down on the JZ. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Yeah, we ran with Elizabeth this morning, pretty happy. And now we're at the Scillies, so yeah. Doing 8 knots, 7 knots. Well, I'm going to be going with the tide at the moment, but I don't think it's quite switched. We got 13 knots of true wind speed. We've had a bit more, but
Good progress.
we also just decided to tack off a bit earlier, just because all of our routing systems seem to be saying go left. Gone a bit left. We're going to have to tack again just before we get to the exclusion zone. But
So it's currently day 2 at 5:30 in the afternoon. We're just passing the Isles of Scilly. Right over there. We're just to the north of it at the moment. Yeah, we've got some good distance gained on Hissy Fit and Uno, and put a bit of a gap between us and Slinky and Dazzle. So yeah, it's going well for us on board on the swing. We've got good conditions. About 1.5 metre sea state. Just nice and rolly. So we're flying our J0 currently with no jib, and then full main.
On board Dazcats 1495 Hissy Fit, just heading into the Irish Sea.
How are you finding your first race on a Dazcat?
That's really cool. I don't want to heal anymore.
So we're heading into night 2. Hissy Fit is about 10 miles ahead of us and 3 miles behind. Us, we've lost track of Dazzle and Slinky, but their necessities is about 11 miles dead downwind, so we look like we're in a good position. And, yeah, we're chasing down Hissy Fit.
Just after midnight on Monday morning on the Rolex Fastnet Race, their necessities is past Scillies and heading towards the Brock, into the Brock in just over 24 hours. Absolutely gorgeous starry sky. On AIS we're at the back of a pack that includes some of the IRC1 boats, so Scarlet Oyster, Blackwood. You can maybe just about see the other Dazcats. Minor Swing has just disappeared off the screen. We've got Dazzle, we then have Slinky, whose AIS is very irritatingly going sideways. Sueños is just in front of us, and then we're hanging on in there at the back of the pack. Because the conditions are quite pleasant, so we're beating in 16 to 18 knots. It's just got up at the moment with a relatively small sea. We're running the boat with just one person up, so the other 3 are safely tucked up in bed, which is where I'm going in half an hour. So we'll see what the rest of the adventure brings.
Just gone 4 o'clock on Monday morning. We're maybe 100 miles just under from the Rock, doing good speed over ground. I think the tide is about to turn with us. We're on 10.2. Wind is variable. True wind speed at the moment 18.9, 48 degrees, so we're doing really well. Just having a look here at who's around us, and Minor Swing, their bearing right now is 150. There's the Fastnet Rock. We are coming up the coast here, and we're hoping that we can head as we come up. Let's see what happens.
Well, it's Monday morning on Necessities in the Rolex Fastnet Race, and we have somebody calling up on radio. What's been interesting is the amount of radio traffic, also how amazingly helpful the fishing boats have been. Just listening to the comms between the sailing boats and the fishing boats, which may indicate that maybe we should just talk to them more often. So we've been having between 14 and Brendan had a patch of 20 with rain. It's a grey Celtic Sea. And during the night we've snuck up on Sueños. So we have Sueños below us. We've got Slinky 10 miles north of us. Minus Swing is 15 miles west of us. And then there's some of our marker monos that basically we just check what our tactics are against them because they're good and know what they're doing. It's starting to get a bit bangy, which means that sleeping's becoming harder. As you can see, we use the 2 berths in the saloon because it's easier more restful to sleep. The only challenge at the moment is that we need 3 berths. Ooh, Slinky's on the radio. So Slinky and Mercury are turning around to a vessel called Cantaloupe because there's a man overboard alert. All of us are wearing personal locator beacons on our life jackets, and one of the problems seems, and it's hopeful that that's what we've got, is that there have been a number of false alarms. The difficulty is when you've got 450 odd boats, some of them with 12 crew on, that sometimes the PLBs will go off by accident. So whilst we've been coming along the south coast of the UK, there have been a number of Coast Guard alerts that Vessel X has got a man overboard. All of the PLBs have a serial number, and the serial numbers are all recorded on Rorke's database, and they should also all be registered with the registration authority. So that means that people actually know whose PLB it is. Rourke obviously know which PLBs are allocated to which vessel. So the next issue will be, if they do find it, that they'll be working out which PLB's gone off. Anyway, that will keep them amused for a bit. So I'm sure that Slinky will be seeking, quite correctly, some form of redress because they've basically stopped racing and gone into rescue mode.
About you, both have you been knackered?
Yes, I had a good night's sleep. It wasn't too bad.
That's the most nice time back. Seems to be only starts going next.
Monday morning, and the superhero that is Will just come off watch, making coffees for those on watch. Thank you, Will.
Right.
We've tacked. We are about 40 miles maybe from the Fastnet Rock. Wind is varying 13, 14 occasionally, a little bit more, down to 12 at the moment. Greg on the wheel, on the pilot. Quite lumpy out here in the Celtic Sea. Here's our hold all shelf.
The routing suggests that we're going to be knocking as we have been, and then the wind's going to shift a bit more to the east a bit more. So we're going to be lifted on the other tack. So on the plotter it's been shown us that we've been knocking. We're actually lifted at the moment compared to recently, but we have been knocking. And all the other boats on the AIS as well, we're all tapped off and all looking quite nice and lifted. Especially some of the leaders. Nice and clear ahead. Yep. So the plan is, once we're clear of that one stern a bit more, we can tack, I think, and hopefully make it some ground. Make it to the rock. There you go. Oriole at the helm. Doing 9 knots. Camera now, look at this.
This is our pre-rock feast.
So what's in there?
That's just egg and some mixed herbs, salt and pepper, and a bit of cheese, as requested by yourself, Will.
Yeah.
This is now.
We are cooking here, Will. We are absolutely. This is. Can't wait.
Come on. How hungry are you, Will?
Are you breakfast or is it lunch?
Brunch. This is
Brunch.
Brunch, not a bad idea. Is your expectations high?
Oh, I can't wait. It's good. There we go. Now she's got a.
Have you got a message from Mum?
What?
You got a message for your mum?
No, I haven't got a message for my mum.
I've got a message for your mum. You're an absolutely charming young man. She's done really well. There you go, Mel.
Just off in the distance there, Rayon Vert. Seems to have a more of a head sail than a spinnaker up for downwind. So they might be suffering a little bit down there. But we're, in the meantime, doing quite well, 9.6 knots. 9.6 knots on the thing. Slightly lifted at the moment compared to what we had been, but we're doing 17, 18 knots of breeze at times. Ripping along.
Young Will, very well trained, doing the washing up.
So that's 8 o'clock. So 5:40 on from that is 1 o'clock. 1:30. So 1:30 is high water's over. So high water -2, 2:30, 3:30. It goes slack at 4:30. Sorry, 5 hours, yeah.
We're not actually very far off.
It's still 35 miles away, isn't it?
Yeah.
And actually we're getting lifted and leap out, so it's kind of okay. We've probably perhaps gone too far if it's going to swing in our favour.
Too far if it is going to swing over.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got southwest going tide till 4.
Yeah.
4:30.
Jolt on their way back from the rock. Just behind them you might be able to see Morpheus and GDD also on their way back from the rock. We're not far off now, quite a close encounter. Those poor guys still sitting out on their rail. Just off the Irish coast, and we're fast approaching the rock. With this little monohull, everyone's sitting on, they're out on the rails, and these mean guys are showing them our yummy pizza, wondering what they're enjoying for their late afternoon snack.
Concentration.
Yeah. Almost certainly, Greg. Hereafter, always to be known.
So we've just reached the Irish coast and we've got Dazzle just in front of us. It's been a long beat up to here so far. Hissy's just rounded and has carried on. They're probably 20 miles ahead of us by now. So we've got some catching up to do, keeping the race really. Dazzle's just tacking across our bow. See them? Yeah, race is still on.